As all of you know, 33 people lost their lives today, this morning. Most of them were the age of many of the young people in this audience. And so it makes all of our hearts ache. And it makes us think about violence. Obviously, what happened today was the act of a man-band at some level, and there are going to be a whole series of explanations or attempts to explain what happened. There's also another kind of violence, though, that we're going to have to think about. It's not necessarily physical violence, but the violence that we perpetrate on each other in other ways. There's the violence of men and women who have worked all their lives and suddenly have the rug pulled out from under them because their job has moved to another country and they've lost their job and they've lost their pension benefits and they've lost their health care, and they're having to compete against their teenage children for jobs at the local fast food place paying $7 an hour. We still think about our role in the world and foreign policy as if the children in Darfur are somehow less than the children here, and so we tolerate violence there. We base our decisions in terms of sending our young men and women to war not on the necessity of defending ourselves, but the belief that somehow through military force we can achieve aims that should be achieved through diplomacy and alliances. So let me just wrap up by saying this. This is an opportunity, I think, that all of us have today to reflect. We mourn the families who lost loved ones today, but I also hope that this is a day of us reflecting on where we need to go as a nation. The challenges that America faces, knowing that a healthcare system that is broken is causing families to be bankrupt all across America and bankrupting our government, that we have an education system that despite the slogans is leaving too many children behind, the absence of an energy policy that leads us to send $800 million a day to some of the most hostile nations on earth, and in the bargain is melting the polar ice caps and changing the climate of the planet. And the reason we don't do anything about it is because we have given up believing that we can change things, and so we turn away. And it's that same disengagement that allows us to tolerate violence, even though we know we really shouldn't. What I want us to reflect on today is how can we regain that power? How can we restore a sense of decency? How can we prevent a coarsening of the culture? How can we push back against cynicism and hopelessness and despair? Those are things that those things won't bring those young people back that were killed today. And maybe nothing could have been done to prevent it. But what it can do is address that other violence that I spoke about. What it can do is make this country live up a little bit better to its creed. It can make sure that children who don't have opportunity do have opportunity, that parents who don't have health care do have health care, that those who don't have jobs can get jobs, and that a new spirit washes over this nation. Somebody said the way we do that is by electing me. I appreciate you saying that, but let me say this campaign, and this I mean, this campaign cannot be about me. This campaign is a vehicle for you. If we're going to make this a less violent, a more just, a more equal, a fairer, happier land, and it's going to happen because of you. I'm ready there to stand with you and be your partner in that process.